Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amanda. I'm a part-time reseller, and today I'm going to go over some of my February sales and what sold, if you will, but we're not going to go over every single sale. February was actually a pretty great month for me. I know I am a Poshmark seller, so I don't need to get all into the Poshmark nonsense that happened last month. But for me, my February was about $200 net more than January. So I call that a win. Also, February is a short month, and I was out of town, like completely away from my house for 9 days of the month. And I maybe listed 25 new items. So to be honest with you, as a part-time reseller, my reselling business was on the back burner. We are so close to finishing our construction. It has been going on for 18 months. My husband right now is putting together my last rack for my inventory banker box system. They have been living in my living room, just stacked on top of each other. Now they are individually. It's just fabulous. I'm going to do a walkthrough and show you guys all of that soon-ish. So I am happy with my February sales. To be honest, I put in like minimal work. If it wasn't for PosherVA, I wouldn't have had half of the sales because every single day I relisted items using the one click of a button. It shares my closet for me. It's amazing. If you want 20% off and you can get your first 2 weeks for free, I do have a code below. It's been the best thing ever. So we're not going to go over all of my sales. I had a total of 123 sales, if my spreadsheet, if that calculation is correct. And I actually sold on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Kidizen. You guys know I am making the tiny walk to eBay. I am cross-posting very minimally at a time. So to have 2 sales last month on there was great for me because I did not list a single item on eBay last month. And we all know eBay likes you to list daily. So I'm going to go over some of my best sales, but I would not be doing my job as a reseller if I didn't show you my awful pickups, a couple of the worst sales, a few things that were the fastest flips, so brands that are selling very quickly, and things I paid up for that are worth paying up for. So let's just jump into it. And if I didn't tell you, I grossed $3,189.41, and my profit was just a little over $2,000. So my goal as a part-time reseller at this point is to net about $3,500 a month, but that's when I'm actually putting in the effort and listing items daily and all of that. So I have hit that many times. I'll get back there this year. All right, let's do a screen share and show you what sold. All right, we're gonna start over on eBay. And this was a bathing suit. This is the second one of this brand I sold. I sold the other one for almost $100 more. It's fine. I accepted this offer of $100. The buyer was all in for $113.42. I picked this up at a local style Encore for $12. So I'm going to tell you guys what it sold for. Just know I don't do free shipping anywhere. And when I tell you my profit, that takes out my cost of goods plus any platform fees and all of that, because I think that's important to know as well. I don't like when I watch what sold videos and they just tell me what it sold for. Like there's one person I watch and she has like $8,000 in sales a month, but her cost of goods are about $20 per item usually. So anyway, my little tangent there. So my profit on this bathing suit was $79.47. So Acacia, I think that's how you say it, ACA-CIA, definitely a Bolo swimsuit brand to be on the look for. And I sold these Mephisto Spinnaker leather men's loafers. This buyer was all in $90.95. I made a profit of $63.30. I had just picked these up for $10 at Goodwill. They sold pretty quickly. All right, so those were just my 2 eBay sales. No, there was nothing super exciting. They both took, a little while. The bathing suit definitely took longer than the shoes, but I just had to share my 2 little old eBay sales. All right, so over on Kidizen, I'm gonna show you 3 sales for some different reasons. So this sale was my oldest piece of inventory that I have listed. It has been listed for almost 3 years. And it's not that it's a bad brand, and it wasn't a bad buy. I paid $6 at a Goodwill. It's Jujube, which is a great backpack, diaper bag brand, but it just sat. I did pick this up for personal use, just even though we didn't need a diaper bag anymore, so I maybe used it a few times. It was in brand new condition. It finally sold on Kidizen for $79. And this does say free shipping because I used to do free shipping and that's how old it is. So anyway, it was still a great sale, just 3 years worth. So there you have it. And that was all profit because I've had it for so long. All right, if you remember, or if you watched my video where I hauled all the shoes from Once Upon a Child, I just took an average cost of goods. I did pay up around $10.50 for all of these Livy and Luca shoes. I hit the honey hole of Livy and Luca's. I don't know how they got their hands on so many pairs of brand new without box shoes, but I knew they would sell. I was willing to pay up, but I averaged my cost of goods for all of those shoes just to make it easy for inventory purposes. So I have that I had $7.80 into them. These sold for $50.15, making my profit $31.30. Livy and Luca is an amazing brand to look out for. There, it has a little caterpillar. There's what it looks like. So great, great kids brand. And if you have, I would say kids up till age 5, they're so cute. They're just really great structure shoes for even for new walkers. You guys know Mini Melissa, love them. So these, I had a whole lot of lowball offers on Poshmark, but I stood my ground because I knew I could get more out of these. They were in brand new condition. In fact, I'm pretty sure they were like brand new without tag. I did pay $7.79 off of swap.com for these. I do have a discount code where you can get 40% off of your entire first order down below. You get a 40% off coupon. If you use it, I get another 40% off coupon, which means I can buy more things. So I did have 40% off of whatever they had them listed for. These sold for $41.15. I knew they would sell for at least $30. So that gave me a profit of $22.51. I actually had a decent month on Kidizen. I just shared 3 sales, but I had more sales than I had in January over there for sure. All right, I have a few to share on Mercari. This was a great pickup, Brooks, and if you've watched any of my hauls, Brooks are known for having these like tears right here at the ankles, so definitely keep an eye out, but these were in fantastic condition. I paid $5 at Goodwill for these. They were a very fast flip, sold them for $45, and I profited $33.89. These Livy and Luca's were selling everywhere. These sold over here on Mercari. Now these, you just have to know when to not take offers. And I know it's hard, especially over on Poshmark. I definitely took some offers last month just to make sales because I wasn't making very many during that week where the algorithms were crazy. I got a few lowball offers on these. I had someone ask me the dreaded, what's the lowest you'll go? And I straight up told them, these are still available on the website in this size for $62. So I thought my price was fair. And they paid my full asking price of $46 plus shipping. So they were all in still less than they would have paid from the website. So I made a profit of $31.97 off of these Livy and Luca's. This was my fastest sale I wanted to share with you. This is a Cabbie dress. Now, the thing with Cabbie, I'm sure you know, but on their inside tag, they have a style number. This was just from spring of 2021. This day I went to Goodwill. I left behind like 5 Cabbie pieces and I only took home this one because the sold comps were anywhere between $50 to $80. I did take an offer of this, but it sold within 24 hours of listing. It had a lot of attention everywhere. It was a great size as well, but being a new style, it sold for $55 and I had $9.99 into it. So I did pay up for this, but I knew it would sell. And I made a profit of $37.61. Now we're going to talk about the rest of my sales are over on Poshmark. Again, I just pulled out some to talk to you about so that this video wouldn't be 3 hours long. This is something I wanted to share because I paid up $18.59 for this mini Bowden dress, but it was a newer style. These pinafores, they just always sell. This sold on Poshmark, so they also were in almost the $8 worth of shipping as well. And I accepted an offer of $37. So but here's why I wanted to share this with you. I knew it would sell. I purchased this on swap.com and I had to hit a minimum to get free shipping. And so I needed to spend like $20 more. So my profit on this was only $9.51. But to me, I need to add $6 more because I didn't have to pay shipping on that order. And I was able to keep items for my own kids that end up being a wash once I sell certain items. So mini Bowden, especially this tag right here. This is their newest tag. If you find it without like the little yellow dot, don't always pick it up. Okay, Mini Bowden is, I fell into that trap as a brand new reseller several years ago, and oh, it's Mini Bowden, I have to get it. Some of their older styles are not cute, and you will not sell them. So definitely look up the items that you have. All right, I wanted to share this as not a good sale, or okay, it was an okay sale, but I wanted to share this because I had heard Spiritual Gangster is such a great brand. And now what sells great for me or sells terrible for me might do the opposite for you. So I always take things that I hear from other resellers with a grain of salt, but I do kind of keep it in the back of my mind. So this came in a ThredUp 200-pound box for $1.47, but it's been listed since last April. So it finally sold, but I have had 4 or 5 pieces from this brand, and they take months and months to sell. And it's not like I'm declining any offers or not sending offers, just zero attention. They don't get likes, they don't get anything. So I don't know if this brand is just no longer something awesome. They've got plenty of other newer athletic brands that are doing much better. So I just wanted to share with you, be cautious when picking up Spiritual Gangster. Now, $1.47 is an amazing cost of goods, but don't go paying up for it. If I found Spiritual Gangster at the bins, would I pick it up? Absolutely. So this sold for $33, and I made a profit of $23.43. This, another, of course, you guys probably know this, but this sold within 24 hours. It was a super fast flip. This Patagonia Fitzroy Bear Uprisal hoodie. This came in my most recent ThredUp 200-pound box, $1.48 into it. I wasn't sure if it was men's or women's. Turns out it was women's. And it sold very quickly for $46. I made a profit of $33.82. This I wanted to share. We all know the brand Keen is an amazing brand for kids, men's, and women's. But this is just a reminder to you to list the things out of your personal closets. These were my daughter's shoes. I originally got them at Goodwill a few years ago. They were in her size up bin. She wore them like twice when we went camping with Cub Scouts. So you can throw them in the washer. I washed them, air dried them. They were like brand new condition. They sold for $38 very quickly, made a profit of $30.40. So, you know, if you are tight on cash and you're just trying to slow your sourcing, go check out what you already have in your house to sell. Chances are you've got several items that you could list. Same with this. I pulled this right out of my son's closet. It's Lands End. It's a down puffer jacket. It even had a flaw. It had a stain that I disclosed and showed. I mean, it wasn't huge, but still. And it also sold for $38, giving me a profit of $30.40 because these 2 items, since they were my own kids, I have my cost of goods as 0. This is an example of how it is amazing to source from your home. The ThredUp outlet is where I do sourcing every now and then, not too often because you have to purchase 20 items to get that additional 40% off. So I don't always, sometimes it's a challenge to find 20 items. But first of all, this is a kids items. I have showed you guys a lot of kids things, and I feel like a lot of people out there, oh, there's no value in kids stuff. I watch a lot of what sold, and I feel like my kids items sell for the same prices that a lot of men's and women's items are selling for. It's easier to store, they don't cost as much to ship, and they absolutely don't cost as much to source. So to me, it's a win-win. You just have to know the brands. Like this brand, Appaman, it's a great brand. This is a kid's floppy hat. And then I averaged my cost of goods for this ThredUp outlet. Got shipped to my door. So I had $4.88 into this. It sold for $29 and gave me a profit of $18.32. So, you know, without doing mystery boxes, there are ways to source from your living room couch, save on gas. And, you know, I do my ThredUp outlet shopping when regular thrift stores are closed, when I'm sitting around at night after my kids are in bed during my quiet time. So don't forget that. All right, this was a bad buy. This is one of my worst sales. I actually lost money on this sale. This is the Reebok CrossFit collab, whatever. I had heard there was some sort of controversy and that CrossFit was no longer selling. Like they do no longer have a partnership. I don't know. Don't ask me why I still picked these up. Can't tell you. And I paid $4.69 for them. This was when I first started reselling women's clothing, maybe like 2 years ago. Maybe 3. I feel like there was a year in there that just kind of flew by. But yeah, bad buy. I took an offer for a whopping $8, which meant my net profit was $3.55, which means I was in the hole $1.14. So this is an example of me quite literally paying someone to take something off my hands. I would never pick up Reebok CrossFit again. Even a couple pairs of shoes I've had, they have sold, but it took a while and I didn't make much. Here is another reseller mistake. So I am happy to share with you guys some great sales and some, Amanda, what were you thinking? So this was a total screw up on my part. I love to source from the website, Unclaimed Baggage. I have gotten some amazing deals. A lot of what I buy from there, we actually keep as personal items. But here's the mistake I made. I got this brand, Mountain Warehouse, confused with Mountain Hardware. Mountain Hardware is an amazing brand. Definitely pick it up. Mountain Warehouse, no. So I paid up $15.59 for this jacket, a kid's jacket. In my defense, I did think it was my son's size. And I'm like, well, if he doesn't want it, then I'll sell it. It was still a great deal. But he has this sensory thing with zippers touching his neck. So it didn't work out. And once I went to go list it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not the brand I thought it was. So I was willing to take my losses. And again, paying up for this item did help me reach the free shipping threshold on that website. So I took an offer of $19 and I was in the negative 39 cents. So lesson learned, double check your brands before purchasing. Okay, we're on to a great sale here now. I have been dabbling more in men's items and searching the men's section. This was an Obermeyer vintage sweater and I just listed it and it sold very quickly. So even though we're in February, it's literally 90 degrees here in Orlando. I'm still selling winter items and I know it's still snowing in some places, but for me, like I'm sweating right now making this video. But this I had $7 into from a local Goodwill. It sold for $47. I made a profit of $29.10. So definitely look up vintage items. So this was a great sale. And this I have as an example of when paying up works in your favor. I know it took me a little while to be willing to take the risk to pay up for items, especially when they're straight to resell. Like that jacket, that was a mess up. I did really think my kid could wear that. And honestly, $15 for a jacket for your kid is a great deal, but not just to flip. Anyway, these Fry zip up leather ankle booties, I did pay $24.99 for, but they sold fairly quickly. I would say within 60 days for $89. And I made a profit of $44.71. So that was all about paying up. This next sale, sometimes you just take a risk. So I picked up these Girl Scout vests at the bins. They sat in my death pile because I'm like, is anyone even gonna buy these? They have patches that are for local to Orlando area. Anyway, there were two different sizes, which I didn't realize. One was a small, one was, but I decided, you know what? We are involved with Cub Scouts and we have a little closet for people who can't afford uniforms that they're allowed to shop in. So I was like, well, I'm sure Girl Scout troops have the same thing. So I pulled them out of the death pile, listed them, and they sold within a day. So get your death pile listed, speaking to myself. So I definitely took a risk. I picked up something from the bins for a low cost of goods. I had 78 cents into this bundle, didn't know what to expect, and I made a profit of $16.82. So sometimes go with your gut, but not when you're spending a lot of money. I was willing to toss 78 cents into the let's take a risk bucket. All right, what do I have for you? Gymshark. This was a very fast flip. So I just want, this one I'm sharing with you because it had no size tag and it sold within 24 hours. So I know sometimes it can be scary. Oh my gosh, doesn't have a size tag. I'm going to get a return. I had $1.48 into this. It came in a recent thread up 200-pound rescue box and I made a profit of $10.40. Was it a huge flip? Definitely not. Gymshark, anytime I've listed it, sells super fast. So it is still a brand people are actively hunting, and there was no tag. I just went by measurements and similar items that I already had in my shop, and it sold. So those were some of the sales I wanted to share with you. It was 21 sales. Overall, I just wanted to share my numbers quickly. I know I told you I had the amount of sales, but I had 21 sales on Kidizen, 80 sales on Poshmark, 22 on Mercari, and 2 on eBay. So Poshmark has very quickly become my most successful, and that's where I make most of my sales. And I 1000% attribute that to PosherVA. If you haven't tried it, listen, I heard people on YouTube talk about it for like 6 months, and I kick myself for not getting it sooner. Poshmark knows that we all use them. It is a bot, but it's an extension. It's super easy. I'm not very techie. I was able to set that up myself. I also use List Perfectly, and that's how I cross-post. I list everything to Kidizen first, except for the men's items, and I'm able to very quickly cross-post all of my items. So there you have it. That is February in a nutshell. I have a birthday party for my youngest. She's turning 7 on Saturday. So I'm going to get back to, I'm already starting to decorate and make sure I have all my food shopping done for that. And I hope that starting on Monday, I'm going to get back to my routine of photographing and listing items daily. And I am hoping to, let's be hefty, I would like to make an extra $1,000 than over what I made last month. So I am shooting for a $4,000 gross month over here. So we'll see if I can do it. You know, I'm already going to lose a week because I haven't done basically anything for my business so far this month, but that's okay. I'm an overachiever and I'm going to kick it into high gear come Monday. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a like on your way out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.